Hello! Welcome to Tool University. In today's lecture, we're going to look at tips and tricks that will literally change the way you play the game. Before we get started though, I would like to give a massive thanks to all the new people who subscribe to our channel. In order to celebrate, we will do a giveaway. Somewhere in this video there are directions to a box somewhere in the game that contains 10 warp drives. If you get to it fast enough, you will be able to loot one of those 10 warp drives. Once the warp drives are done, I will post a comment on this video to let you know that the contest is over. If you don't make it in time, feel free to subscribe as we will be doing more and more of these giveaways as time goes by. So, like, subscribe and let's get on with the video. Tip number 1. How to select your whole inventory. Deselect any item, hold Ctrl, click on an empty slot. After that, just drag and drop to a new container. Tip number 2. How to delete that tiny voxel so you can pick up the core. Put down a voxel, use the select tool, hold Ctrl and scroll with the mouse. Once you have the whole area selected, press delete. Tip number 3. How to place a core. When placing a core, you have to be close to it. But sometimes with large cores, in order to be close, you will have to bury half of it underground. What you can do instead is point at where you want the core to be, press left and right once or twice to lock it in place, then run towards it, jump and click. Tip number 4. Middle mouse button auto mining. Tired of holding down the left mouse button to mine? Problem solved. Just click the middle mouse button to start auto mining. Tip number 5. Spare parts. If your ship is a small core ship or larger, you should always have an extra small core docked on it with spare parts, scraps, extra fuel and maybe even a resurrection node. That way, if your ship suffers its inevitable fate, you will respawn on the docked core and you will be able to repair it and be on your way in no time. Unless it's in space. It's not fun at all. Tip number 6. How to turn off annoying Lua notifications. Just open your chat window, go to the bottom right, click the cog and disable them. When you are linking your industry, you can control link the element you are currently working on. This will turn the element blue and show all the links from it to make it easier for you to work with. And now, time for a fun and interesting nature documentary. This week on Novian Life we examine the habits of the miner.
I mean a miner. Not a miner, a miner. You understand? A miner. A grown man who works in a mine.
Today, we will be looking at a particular variety of miner known as the poetess. Poetess?
Poetess.
This fascinating creature will spend most of its time underground doing things nobody understands. Let us take a closer look. These puzzling above-ground structures are usually a good sign that a miner is nearby, so let's wait for one to show up. And wait a little bit more. And there it is, in all its glory. What a magnificent and puzzling creature. Oh, there it goes again. It just jumped into the hole. Let us take a closer look. It appears to be building territory scanners at different depths. What on Elioth would it be doing that for? Let's wait and try not to scare it away. It is clearly looking for something. Could it be... Yes, that's it. The miner has spotted a meganode and is using the territory scanners to determine its depth. Territory scanners will only scan what is below them. Fascinating. Let's look at the scans for a second. That is exactly what it was doing. What a brilliant creature. Tip number 8. Finding the meganode. Drop your territory scanners at different depths to figure out the actual depth of the meganode. Tip number 9. You can add extra small containers on assembly units using the magnet icon that appears on most of them. Tip number 10. How to share using RDMS. Right-click the item, go to Set Element Rights, then create a tag to identify it. After that, go to Policies, create New, and link the rights you want to give and the person you want to share it with to the tag you just created. Tip number 11. If you are trying to aim at something in space, the easiest way is to go to third-person lock by pressing Insert twice, and just align the crosshair to it. Tip number 12. How to extend your mining range. If you find that an ore is way beyond your mining range, you can simply deploy a core at the limit of your range and mine into that box, also known as a mining relay. After that, you can just resurrect to the ship and transfer all the stuff from the relay to your ship. Bonus tip: how to get the warp drive. Just go to the Institute area, the one near the Ark ship, and walk straight ahead. Once you reach the end, jump off and look for the free warp drive dispenser. Use the dispenser to get your warp drive. Congratulations, you got a brand new warp drive. Come back here and let us know that you got one in the comments. Tip number 13. If you're crashing several times when trying to log in, please try and do the following. Go to Settings, Display Cores, and set them to 2. Set your shadows to low, not none. Select Clear Cache and force respawn. If you're still crashing after this, it might be a good time to contact support. Tip number 14. Flatten corridors. Select the Flatten tool, press the middle mouse button, and then press Ctrl and Z to automatically flatten corridors. Tip number 15. How to make those tiny voxels. Easy. Put down a voxel, equip the Area Smooth Voxel tool, hold Ctrl, scroll down and click. Tip number 16. How to find your friends. Having a hard time meeting up with your friends? Open contacts, right-click their name, lock and follow the waypoint. Tip 17. Copy and paste area. When building large structures, it is much easier to copy and paste the walls and floors than build them one by one. Simply equip the Select tool, select the maximum selectable area, press Ctrl and C, then move it where you want it and click Place. Well, that's all we have for today. As you can imagine, this video took a long time to edit and produce, so any help in the form of likes or subscriptions would be much appreciated. Also, if you feel like we missed something or found a certain tip particularly helpful, feel free to drop us a comment. Thank you for watching. See you in game.